Is it going? All right. Red light's on, meaning we're recording. Welcome back into another tune-up training video. I have with me Freedom here. Special shout out, thank you to Violet, my camera lady today. We're trying out a couple of cameras today to see how they work. As you can see, Freedom here has some less desirable manners. So we're gonna see if we can get started on that correction. She's been ridden a few times in our program just by some really experienced riders. So she's pushy and likes to rub against you, and I would say she's not dangerous per se, but she's definitely not super enjoyable. So we're gonna try to see if we can get some correction going on in our quest to make these horses better than they were. She is short, as you may have noticed. So she is a POA, Pony of America, so she's real small. I'm confident she can handle my size though. I wouldn't want to go much bigger than that. So she is gonna get a workout. I'm gonna start on the ground today actually, so that's a little bit of a change up from the last couple videos. So we're gonna do some lunge work. I just have a long lead line, that's all I'm working with today. And then I'm gonna get my scary stick, which I was informing you guys. I'm gonna go get it and show it to you guys. So this right here that I'm waving around is my scary stick. So we are gonna see what happens with this and go from there. It's just like a lunge. Technically, I guess it would be a whip, but it is not. We don't whip horses with it. It's just got a little plastic bag on the end of it. It's just for desensitizing horses. So that's what we're gonna start with today. My goal is to get her to walk around in a circle or trot, whatever she's gonna do. And I need her to maintain distance on this lead line, and we're just gonna see what happens. Gonna start her off just with some movement here. Gonna get after her a little bit. She's pulling on this lead line, which isn't great. Whoa, girl. I actually forgot to check my cinch. I don't want that saddle flopping around, so we're gonna deal with that real quick. Oh yeah, that was really loose. Don't know if you know this, but horses have the ability to puff their diaphragms out and hold it for a long time so they can evade the tightening of the cinch. Now she has seen this before, done this before, but before getting on her, I'm not worried she's gonna buck or anything, but she's so pushy. I wanna start off with establishing a little bit of groundwork and some manners to make sure she knows what's up. Everything I'm doing right here for groundwork can translate under saddle. I'm establishing right now using the kissy noise and making her move off of it. That's a good way you can get it to work that way. You know, to start teaching a horse how to move off of a vocal cue. So she's pulling against the line, which is acceptable for right now. I'm not worried about that. Whoa, girl. I'm gonna tell her to stop. And then we're gonna go the other direction. I'm just gonna hold my right hand out tight and kind of wave this around. Now she has to not come toward me once I'm moving her. Gave her a kissy noise and she didn't move, so I'm gonna get after her with this scary stick. So amongst having bad habits, the other issue she has is she likes to lock up, kind of how Peanut was, and just not move. So I do have my spurs on today. I'm not taking that chance again, like Peanut tricked me, so woo. Okay, I think that's good for now for the round pending / lunging. And then I'm gonna get rid of this lead line. I never know what camera is actually on me, so I have to just kind of look at both of them, I guess. Oh, girl. Okay, we're underway. So we'll see what happens, see what kind of action we can get today. She was really huffy, really huffy in the barn. Gonna try to move her out a little bit. Just get trotting a little. Yep, and she's kind of a buffalo with her steering and all her inputs. She just kind of wants to fight it. So it's going to take us a little time to start working with her, and she just needs, basically, in case you haven't noticed, I kind of consistent. I don't really stray from a lot of the programming of what I'm doing for riding a horse. I want them soft in the mouth. I want them stopping and steering good. I want their gaits to be good. You know, just all around general niceties of a horse that you'd want to ride. So we're just going to practice zigzagging back and forth a lot. Going to try to ride closer to this camera so it can find me again. Do a couple of circles. We'll use my my scary stick here as a cone and just try to circle around it. Again, I'm setting a static point with my hand, and I'm just kind of making her bump against it. Well, she's choosing to bump against it, I'm not. And then I'm pushing her through the turn, so when she feels like she wants to slow down, I kind of give her some encouragement with some kissy noise, and if that doesn't work, then I use my heels. And in this case, spur heels, because that's what I put on. I wasn't messing around today. She's huffing already. We're not even trotting that much. If I'm being honest, the horses are pretty overweight. Freedom definitely is the kind of horse that needs to, she gets the most benefit from being in here by herself. She's already been whinnying for her friends, so she has some buddy sourness going on where she's really attached to really primarily one horse, but it's a couple. And oddly enough, it's the new horse we just got, Dallas. That's our volunteer Julie's horse. And she's kind of gotten to be good friends with him. I hope you've been enjoying these videos. I've had a lot of fun making them. Gonna keep on making them, and we've got some interesting content. Oh, see her flipping her nose and fighting the rain pressure there. I'm not being mean to her. I'm just asking her to do normal horse activity. That's all. We're not trying to do anything wild or crazy. You guys can see, you're my witnesses. You can see me riding her. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. So sometimes these horses, they really can just have an attitudinal problem, and they need an attitude adjustment. So, and that's exactly where Freedom lives. Super nice horse. We love Freedom, but we're gonna love her more as soon as we get some time on her and get her soft in the mouth a little bit. Make sure she understands that the program doesn't revolve around her. It revolves around our kids and the public that come and enjoy these horses. I'm not so sure if she's huffing because she's out of breath, like physically she's fatigued, or if she's mentally stressed right now. I'm not sure which. Wow, she's so short my feet hit the cones. I don't know if that's because she's so short or because I have long legs. I don't know. Maybe both. So our goal is maybe to get on her for 30 minutes or so. And when I get some better gear, different gear. We have pretty good gear here. For the camera work, I'll spend some more time and do some more in-depth looks at what it takes to do that lunge work. I have a hard time. I got to find a horse that has kind of, we're starting at ground zero, because these horses are, you have to understand, they've had a significant amount of time already spent on them. So if you are seeing these videos and you want to go out and try that on your own horse, and you're like, I can't believe my horses aren't doing what Whispering Hope Ranch's horse, well, it takes time, okay? So I'm going to try to get a horse or get some horse or animal that hasn't had a lot of that lead line work, so I can show you how to start them off from the beginning. But we don't have many of those around, so we'll see what I can find out in the pasture, rummaging around out there. You can get a lot done on a horse just walking around steering. That's all I'm doing, is I'm just walking and steering, and she's getting a little softer. She relapses once in a while, and she flips her nose up and fight. That's her fighting the bit, like right now. Ooh, she's fighting me hard right now. wants to go over to that lead line area. Relief is there for her. All she has to do is give. Okay, we're going to try another way. Try a different direction. She likes turning to the left better than the right. Okay, we're going to try to the right again. There we go, that's better. Whoa, let's practice a stop. Good girl. She's huffing probably because she's feeling a little portly. I'm gonna ride up close to this gate, see if I can get this camera to focus on me and zoom in a little bit. If I sit here and pause, it might find me. Let's give it a second. Hello, camera, can you see me? We'll see if it follows me. Nope, it doesn't want to follow me. Oh well, you guys can see pretty good. All right, so I found out just now, this wall right here where the American flag is seems to be problematic for her. She gets all huffy and sweaty and hot and bothered about it. Not sure why. So we're gonna spend some time over on this wall. Freedom's only been used a little bit. She hasn't been out here in the arena a lot. I think most of Freedom's problem is she's not getting what she wants. And horses can express themselves in pretty ugly ways when they don't get what they want. I suppose people can too. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I'm trying to do the nose to the knee, but she's fighting me. Woo! I hope you guys saw that action. And that's why I'm on him and not a kid right now. Here we go. Now I'm out of breath. Okay, like I said in a previous video, nose to the knee, and you got to keep driving them forward. Let's try this again. I'm a little out of breath after that. Hopefully she doesn't give it to me again, but we'll try it out. It's been a while since a horse has given me that much of a buck. So she out-muscled me because I was pulling as hard as I could to get that nose to come to my knee. And fortunately, I was able to ride it out because I couldn't get her to drive forward. And you know what? If I would have fell off, nothing's broken, you got to get right back on and hit it again. You can't let the horse dominate. So we're gonna do some trotting because she's doing that without bucking. I want her to tire out a little bit more. And then we're gonna ask her for some more canters because that's what was the trigger. I'm gonna find the button and I'm gonna keep pushing it until it's a nothing burger and nothing happens when I push it. Except for what I ask for, of course. Really glad I wore my spurs. Just in case you're wondering, I couldn't get her nose to my knee, but my spurs were really laying into her because I wanted her to drive forward. So while she was bucking, I was spurring. And you might think, that's crazy, doesn't that make her buck more? Well, she's already bucking, so what's more bucking, I guess, if it means she walks forward. She really doesn't want to give. Ooh, we're gonna practice something static here. We're just gonna practice her bending at the pole, or at the neck here. That's all I wanted to do. We don't have to move. I just want her to bend right here and until that I don't have to pull so hard. I'm pulling, I don't know if you can see it, I have to pull really hard to get her to give. So we're just gonna try some static stuff here because I'm tired of pulling on her. I'm sure she's tired of me pulling on her. So we're gonna slow it down for a second, try some static stuff. I want her to, she's really fighting and she's refusing to bend her neck. She's kind of sticking her nose in the wind like this. And she's clenching her lips up like a little bratty pants horse. And she is just trying to outmuscle me. Okay, so that's really good on the left. You can't see it because I'm blinding you to the horse is blindsiding you, but my rein is loose and she's still got her head cranked. So we're gonna go to the right here and see how she does there. And I don't care if she turns. What I want is for her to know that when I pull, she has to turn that head. I'm looking for her eyeballs to go with it. See, when the horse puts their nose in the air and they kind of pull into the bit, their eyes aren't going, they're not really fully submitted to you because their eyes haven't given to you yet. I'm gonna try some bumps here instead of steady, because I want her to be soft. But she's really making me kind of go the whole way. Like if I had a pressure scale of 1 to 10, she's kind of making me give 10 maximum pressure for her before we start seeing any results. And I do believe over time we're gonna be able to back that down, you know, hopefully to a 5 or below of how much pressure is required. Okay, we're gonna try this way. Just walking her around. We're definitely making some big progress on the left-hand side. Listen, if Freedom here would have bucked me off, I'm not too proud to fall off. It's happened before, it'll probably happen again. So it's just a bonus for you YouTube land if you actually get a chance to witness it. But let's hope not. She's still huffing and puffing. Try this way. Oh yeah, she likes the left way better. She's actually soft on the left and she's a muscle head on the right. Okay, let's try to do some trotting. Even though she's a small horse, she is still quite a force to be reckoned with. Easy. Let's walk. There you go. In Freedom's defense, she's pretty new here. She's learning the program. She's learning how it goes. A lot of horses that come here take a minute. They take a little bit to get used to our program and what it involves, because it's usually way different than where they came from as far as what's expected of them as a horse. I'm not faulting any previous owners. I'm just saying that here it's a lot different than where they used to live, and so it takes some time for horses to get acclimated, for them to understand what kind of riding program we're doing here, what things that they maybe used to do that they're not allowed to do anymore. We are going to try a canter again here shortly. I was fortunate that it didn't work. She didn't get me off the horse, so maybe she won't try as hard the next time. "100% improvement so far on this softness." I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera as far as like how hard I'm having to pull versus when I started. Quite a difference. In a good way. She has definitely softened drastically. Let's go. Easy. Good girl. Easy. Easy. I'm just doing some from trot walk transitions. That's what I'm working on. Because we're gaining big time on the steering. I want to gain on the slowing down and stopping as well. Easy. You'll notice that the horses, generally speaking, they don't really have that unique of problems. They're all kind of pretty much the same. Usually it's a alpha situation where the horse has been led to believe for a good portion of its life that it's the alpha and it gets to decide things and it gets to just kind of dictate the whole terms of the relationship and the interaction. And not different than humans. That's a cruddy relationship. When you have a relationship where it's one-sided and one person gets to bully you and tell you how everything's going to go. And that is so true with horses too. So here we are. That's why we're here, is to work out these kinks so that this becomes a good relationship and that hopefully lots of kids come to enjoy Freedom. All right, what do you think? Should we try canter again? My camera gal saying thumbs up. We should try the camera again. Or the canter. Camera. Tongue twister. Easy. Well, big improvement from the first canter we tried, because she didn't buck. Try it again on the way home. Gonna keep trying because we didn't get anything out of that one. There we go. Easy. I'm gonna call that a win. This is potentially the hardest Freedom has worked in probably, actually I don't know, at least since we've had her. And then the place she came from, I don't know how much work she got. And in the horse world, work is a good word, not a bad word. It's good for them to have a job, good for them to have something to do, a purpose. Well, Freedom has come a long way in a short time period. Even her facial expressions are more pleasant. Her ears are more attentive. They're kind of twitching around and moving because she's interested in what I want and not what just she wants. Her steering is incredibly soft. I'm actually a little surprised how soft her steering got in such a short time. I'm very pleased with that progress. We're gonna do a couple cool down laps and then we're gonna call this video a wrap. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep up these videos, these tune-up training videos. I assume that probably once we get into our heavy camp season and haymaking season, it's about almost mid-April. We're a couple days away from mid-April right now. And so I figure we get into end of May or so, we'll probably be on to busier things, but we'll still be posting things. It just won't be tune-up training videos. It'll be, live action things happening at the ranch with our programming. While I'm doing these cool down laps, just a plug for the ranch's activities. We have a very good website, whrm.org. That's the place you can go to check out all of our programming, all of our activities that we have available. We offer a couple of free things to the community, and then we do have some pay to come things, public trail rides. Periodically we do public riding lessons. And then every Saturday night, starting at 5:30, we do something called Cowboy Fellowship, which is literally church in a barn. It's really awesome. There's anywhere from 20 to 40 people that come out to that. Really nice community of people. So if you're feeling like you don't belong anywhere, come check us out. Especially if you're located anywhere in the northeastern Michigan, lower Michigan. Come check us out. We'd love to say hey to you in person. Oh yeah, way better. Woo. All right, I'm gonna hop off. Get my lead line on her. Switch it for me. All right, thanks for joining me on another training tune-up video. This was Justin and Freedom, now much sweatier than when we started, and despite her best efforts, I remained and did not fall off this time anyway. Thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next video.